Welcome to Elite at Level Inferno of the Damned. Before I start, I just thought I'd show you this image here. You may have never noticed that the entrance to Inferno of the Damned is like this demon face looking thing, which is pretty cool. Most people just drop down from the top, and a lot of people have never noticed what it looks like from the front. A lot of equipment changes for this level. Still got the same goggles and armor and bracers. But the bracers here, I want to show you something that's pretty neat. If you fully upgrade them to tier 3, they become craftable. Now at tier 2 they get magnetism 90, which is really awesome to have magnetism 90 at level 15. And you fully upgrade them, they also have dodge 6% and they become craftable. And one of the things you can do there is you can add a shard of masterful craftsmanship, which will lower the minimum level by 2. So they become a level 13 item. That means you can have magnetism 90 at level 13, which is really awesome. So if you're planning ahead, you can do that. Or if you're doing multiple lives, I'd highly recommend making them level 13. Now, since they're craftable, you can put like a low-level shard on them, like feather falling, for example, which I have done. So that brought them back up to level 15. I have left the Cloak of Flames. I've upgraded to level 15 version, but I have not upgraded it to tier 3. Got the Ogre Power plus 4 ring of greater false life, so I added the plus 4 stat there. That's going to save me a little mana, so I don't have to cast that buff anymore. These are the same, except that I recrafted it onto some boots with a yellow slot, so it's still electrical absorption 33%, evocation 2, but with the yellow slot on there. I added a diamond of spellcraft plus 9. Same gloves, and for a ring I have crafted an ice lore 5, so it's 15% crit chance with potency 32, so a little bit of boost to my other spells. Health plus 6 belt, so I crafted this onto a belt with a green slot, and I added PRR 10 to that, physical resistance rating 10. So now I'm up to 32 PRR, which is going to absorb almost 18% of incoming damage, and still at 56 armor class. Still using the Voice of the Master. Dexterous plus 4 necklace of spell resistance 20, so that's a new item as well. And then on the head, got wisdom plus 6 with persuasion. Crafted, that gives plus 3 competency bonus to all charisma based skills, so UMD, intimidate, as well as some others, diplomacy. And then that base item had a colorless slot, which I put the diamond of vitality 20, so I replaced the Minos Legends with this item that I've crafted. Still using Skiver, but I have put Glaciation 78 into the red slot, since we lost Glaciation from the armor. We used to have the Frozen Tunic earlier. And using the Wall of Wood. For the pet, got Spirit Craft leather armor, so this is an absolute minimum level 16 armor. So you want to make sure if you're crafting, you're using the Spirit Craft leather armor, not an earlier version like the Skirmish leather, for example. And I want to put these side by side so you can see the difference. I talked about this in a couple other videos, so I'm going to equip the ones so you can see a side by side comparison. So on the left we have the Fey Craft, which has an armor bonus of 10. And on the right we have the Spirit Craft, which has an armor bonus of 12. Both of them are plus 5 with invulnerability. But the Spirit Craft has 2 higher armor rating than the Fey Craft, so you always want to go with that highest minimum level. Skirmish at 4, Fey Craft at 10, Spirit Craft at 16. And then for the collar, got the Vampiric Stone Dust hand wrap still. For enhancements, I've worked all the way up to the top of the Wax and Wane line now. Also picked up Time and Tide. I think that's new since my last video. Don't think there's anything else new here. And for spells, got Earthquake and Sunburst. And also picked up Firestorm. And Reincarnate as well. Also picked up Animal Growth. That's a nice shorter buff for the wolf. Extended right now, it only lasts 2 minutes and 24 seconds, but it does add a +4 size bonus to strength, constitution. So if you're going to, you know, cab your wolf tank or going to be in a big end fight or something, that can be a nice buff to add onto your wolf. So this is a very confusing quest if you're not familiar with it. A lot of people dread this one. I certainly did when I was newer to the game. I avoided it for a long time. Then I spent some time getting to learn it. There's a really nice map on Wiki that is numbered. It shows you exactly where to go from room to room. But I'm going to show you here the pathing that you can take. And we'll see if we can keep the wolf alive. I have my doubts, but we'll see. So you're always going to start off going west. If you've never done this quest before, we're going to be continuously moving back and forth between the regular side and what's called the Inferno side, where everything is shrouded in flames. And we'll do that by using portals that are throughout the quest. Here, this is the first part of an optional. We want to get the attention of the guys in the back so that they'll open this gate. And you want to make sure you move past the gate, because when you kill the Acolyte, he's going to tell it you need to be near him. So if you're doing this to the party, you want to collapse on him. And let's see, where's that Acolyte? There he is, the Acolyte of the Flame. He's going to teleport you to the Inferno side, which he's just done. And this part is an optional. Part of an optional, and that's going to give us access to this chest that's right here. And this chest has possibility of dropping a shield fragment, shield of legend fragment. So we wanted to go over here so that we can open this lever, so now we can access this side, access this room from this side. Lots of traps in this quest. You can see here's some arrow traps here. Just jump over those, no big deal. This portal to go back over to the non-Inferno side. And if party members don't make it through the portal, it only teleports people who are close to it. The portal will respawn after a minute or so. You want to make sure you don't have your dog beat on the portals as well, because he does see them as a mob. So, as part of the objectives, you have to light these torches here, which you can do with certain fire spells, like Fireball, for example. We're going to use Flame Strike. But if you didn't have some fire spell to do that, you can actually use the fire methods that are in the quest, and you just sort of lure them over to the torch, and you try to position them so that they breathe their fire onto the torch, and it will light it. It's kind of tedious. Flame Strike, turn all the meta magics off so we don't waste spell points. If you get it right in the center, you can light them all like I've just done. From here, we're going to go right back through the portal that we came through. And we're kind of just making a big circle around the map at this point. Big trap there. That can wipe a party or kill you one shot, but didn't get hit by it. A lot of times, those that swinging blade trap are going to appear in these little halls like this, and so you just want to stay to the side with the rubble, like you see here. That's the indication of which side you want to be on. Now here's some more torches, but we gotta light the fire side first, and we gotta light them on fire first on the non-Inferno side, and after we do that, we'll come back and we'll light them up with some blue flames on this side. But you gotta do the other side first. For all of them, you gotta do the non-Inferno side first. I'm going to show you real quick here. I'm going to set the passive. Once I threw them already lit. So if we just lure the fire methods over, and you can see they lit that torch. It's pretty easy to do, but if you had to do it for all four, like I said, it's a little tedious. Flame Guardian here, you just come back up and use this same portal. And we're going to go straight back down. And now you see the flames are blue, and so now you need it. A cold spell, like Ice Storm, is what we're going to use. And if you don't have something like that, you can use the, are they air methods? Yeah, air methods to light them up. Or actually, we're not lighting the blue flames. We're putting them out with a cold spell. I misspoke. And then it summons this guardian, and you need to kill all four of these guys around the map to be able to get to the boss. Go straight back up to this portal. And right up in this next area, there could be another blade trap right here. And you can see the rubble there, so we want to stay to this side. In this next area, there's going to be another Acolyte of the Flame, which we want to collapse on if there's a party. Or if it's just us, we want to make sure that we're next to him when we kill him. And teleports us to the flame side, and this is going to give you access to the shrine. Now, if some of the party didn't make it, they could just go to the previous room on the other side, go to the portal, and they'd be able to get through now that you've opened up the gate. Now this quest will commonly drop sigil piece number 3. If you're not aware, the first 4 of the sigil pieces, and I'm talking about the sigil pieces for the sigil of the Black Abbot, so this one drops 3 commonly. The first 4 drop commonly from the 4 orchard quests, and the last 4 are random, but all of them can drop from any chest in any necro quest and any necro or orchard rare chest. It's just that the first 4 commonly drop in the 4 quests out here. Here. Here we gotta light the flames. Flame strike. And only got one of them. There we go. And I said earlier, we're just basically doing a big circle. We started in the center, and we worked around to the torches that were here, and now we're basically just going to do a big circle around the whole map. Now we're going to go up.
So, are you boys going to fuck me now or what?
So this part is another optional here. What you want to do is get close to this gate, or actually, go to the other side first. So go over to the non-Inferno side first. And then go over to this gate. You need to get these guys' attention just like we did in that first room at the beginning. And easy way to do that is to destroy the portal, but you want to destroy the portal from here, so you range it down, because if you destroy the portal when you're near it, then you're going to teleport, and you don't want to teleport. So, we got their attention now, and just like before, we want to make sure we're through the gate before we kill the Acolyte. I'm going to make sure that we're on him when he dies. That will get us this key, and that opens, unlocks the chest in that first room. come down here and we're going to go through the portal. And more torches to light. Here we're going to go south. Now in this next area is going to be another room like the previous room that had the shrine. There's going to be an acolyte that you want to be next to when you kill him so that you can teleport to the other side where the shrine is. Might be a flame or a blade trap there. There's the acolyte here. Now in the next update, update 23, they're supposed to be adding an additional shrine when this goes epic. So I probably should have waited to do this when the update came out, but this is the level I'm at now, so. Just to orient you on the map, like I said, we're doing kind of a big circle. We started out here, came along here, then we went back, up to here and back around, through here, down here. Now we're going to go up this way, here, 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 and back. You get an extra chest here. Got the blue flames here. We need to put them out. An ice storm. Go back up to the starting room and then go east. Now all the flame guardians have been destroyed, and now we can go kill the boss in the center. A couple of creeping coals will take care of him. And that's that. Now I'm going to show you how to get that extra chest. It's easiest to DDO from here if you have it, but if you don't have it, the quickest way to get over there is going to be to go north. So we need to be on the other side, on the non-Inferno side. Take this portal. And now we're just going to backtrack the same way we just came from. Putting us back in the central room. Now we're going back to that first room where we had opened the way to the locked chest. So go west, just like we did in the start. Door is open. Oops, I gotta go to the Inferno side. Take care of some of these mobs. You're gonna go to the Inferno side, right down here with this portal. And then back up to this room. And the wolf stayed alive. That's awesome. Maybe get your extra chest. Maybe you get a shield piece. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the video, you can respond on YouTube. If you have any questions about the build, you can respond to my forum post. Or if you happen to be on Sarlon, you're more than welcome to send me a tell.